What's up? My name is Jason and I want to help you do your very first marathon. In this video, I'll cover 10 of the most important things to get started. So if you're curious about running, this video is for you. I got into running about 3 years ago and it was very casual. I was doing about 1 kilometer a week. It wasn't until last year a friend and I decided to register for a half marathon and we didn't do any specialized training. We went into it, we thought we were fit, and we were humbled. Our legs hurt for days and it was a struggle crossing the finish line. Determined to do better, we both signed up for the LA Marathon, which happened last month, and took a way different approach. So the first thing I would recommend you doing when you're getting started is commit. Find a race that's about 6 to 8 months in advance and pay the fee. Once you register, you're making it real, you're creating a deadline, and then you can start planning everything afterwards. Number 2 is once you have a date in mind, you're gonna wanna start a training program. There's a lot of different ones, but you wanna follow a specific training program to give you more motivation, give you drive, and give you structure in your training. The one I chose was Advanced Marathoning by Pete Fitzinger. It's a 16-week training program and had me running upwards of 50 miles a week. It was quite intense and it was what I needed, but it was great to follow that. I'll include a helpful link that you'll be able to see the program and download it straight to your calendar and make it really easy to follow. Number 3 is volume. Now that you're doing your training program, you don't actually want to start right away and jump from 0 kilometers a week to 10 to 20, whatever it is. You want to be able to ramp up and increase your mileage slowly. A good rule of thumb is increase your mileage week over week by about 10%. So if you're doing 10 one week, you want to do 11 the other. You don't want to increase too quickly. You want to give your tendons, your bones, and your joints enough time to recover and actually grow and adapt. Number 4 is gear. The best thing about running is that you don't need much to get started. If you're looking for a new shoe and you're just getting started, I would find one that's very supportive, very cushioned to give you longevity in the sport. After more miles under your belt, you'll be able to build a rotation of shoes for each specific day you're training towards, like a fast day, a slow day, recovery day, race day. Right now in my rotation, I have 3 shoes. The first shoe is my everyday shoe and it's a responsive quick shoe. It's called the Nike Tempo. The second shoe in my rotation is an indoor treadmill shoe, the Nike Pegasus, a very neutral shoe, and I use it as my gym shoe as well. The third shoe is a race day shoe. It's not necessary, it's fun to wear and it makes me feel fast, and I feel like after my long runs, the recovery is a lot easier. These are the Nike Alpha Flies. Number 5 is tracking. I did the first half of my training block without any smartwatch, and I would recommend you look into a smartwatch sooner than later. What I did was I had a flip belt, which is a belt that goes around your waist and it fits your phone, it fits your gels, it fits your gummies. It's actually a very useful tool. I would turn on Strava on my phone and then just look at my mileage afterwards. You really want to get a smartwatch to measure your current pace, your heart rate, and see what zone you're training in. This is important because once you get more precise in your training, you're going to want to see how much effort you put in for each day, and on easy days you don't want to go too fast and you don't want your heart rate spiking up too high. So tracking is very important. Look into a smartwatch sooner than later. I chose the Garmin 245 and I feel like it's the best, most simple running watch out there right now. Number 6 is nutrition. Everyone's dietary needs are different, so just look into how many calories you're taking in overall throughout the day and how many carbs you're taking in, because as a runner, you're gonna be increasing your caloric intake with all the calories that you're burning, and you're gonna want more carbs because your body uses carbs for fuels when you're doing endurance training. While you're running, if you're doing over 30 to 60 minutes and it's an intense run, you're gonna wanna do intra-running nutrition like eating snacks, eating carbohydrates, eating gummies, gels, dates, whatever it is while you're running. You're also gonna wanna have a lot of electrolytes in your body so you're replenishing what you sweat out. Number 7 is mindset. This is the best part about running and I recommend it to everybody. It's a great way to train the body and mind, so look forward to that. Number 8, recovery. Sleep is the most important thing, so dial in your sleep before anything else. After that, you can get saunas, ice baths, whatever it is. Those are fun to do. You also want to invest in a foam roller and a lacrosse ball. This way you'll be able to roll out your tight muscles and target certain areas where you need more release. Number 9, race day. It's game time, but you don't want to try anything new on race day. If you have new shoes, new equipment, new gummies, new nutrition, whatever it is, try it much in advance. Do it a few weeks ahead, do it a few months ahead. Incorporate these things called tune-ups. These are dress rehearsals where you pretend it's a marathon and you wear the same clothes, you eat the same things, you go to bed at the same time. This way you're training your mind to be prepared for the situation that you're about to be in. So these are dress rehearsals, have those leading up to race day and you'll be more prepared. Another thing about race day is when you actually start the marathon, don't start too fast. And the last 6 miles of the marathon is truly when the race happens. You're probably getting used to running up to 20 miles, but mile 20 to mile 26 is war. So prepare with the nutrition, prepare with the electrolytes, stick to the plan, and don't go too fast so you can finish strong. This is common sense, but you're gonna wanna get to the start line as early as possible. Being from out of town, when I did the LA Marathon, it was a struggle finding parking, struggle finding the shuttle, and when I got to the start line, I only had 4 minutes to prepare. That means I was a lot further back than I wanted to be. I couldn't start with my pace group, and I spent a lot of energy speeding up, slowing down, weaving through people in the beginning, basically wasting a lot of energy just to get started, and I would not do that again. I would not recommend it. Number 10 is do you. Running is a great sport with friends and with a group, but it is a very individual sport where you can find your own style. If you like running in the morning, if you like running in the evening, if you're a forefoot striker, midfoot striker, heel striker, whatever it is, do you and find your own way in the sport. All right, so those are the 10 things you should know when you get started. Hopefully that helped. If it did, please like the video and subscribe. It's my first YouTube video, so if you want to follow along and hear me talk about wellness, fitness, health, running, business, make sure you subscribe, and I'll see you around.